finally found out, as he said, the time is now. And right from the outset of his speech, he was very careful about the language he used, really harking back to former generations, the initial construction of the system after the Second World War in the 1940s. Speaking of the intergenerational link, not wanting warlike rhetoric, preserving that link, that he understands the anger and the mistrust, but really that everyone has to pull together. That's where he came on to this first major point of universality, that it's all French, that we're all in it together, that they can't be looking for shortcuts, that things will progressively be getting better, that it'll allow for easier freedom of movement between jobs, that there are no exceptions at all, and that they're still going to be aiming for the highest coverage in the world. It's interesting to see how he'll be pushing that one forward, but he was really careful all the way through this use of language, really inclusive, bringing people in, speaking of his second major point of social justice, that he wanted to build social protections, that a universal system would better protect those who need the help the most. Also, of course, confirming that rumour that had been going around this morning of a minimum net pension of €1,000, something that will be closely linked to the minimum wage here in France. And again, with women, it does remain to be seen what the unions will actually think. They'll have a lot to chew over. He gave us an awful lot of details about the reform that he wants to push through. But there are, of course, these unions that are saying no at any cost. We don't want to move from what we have. We already know what we have. It's better the devil you know than the one you don't. The question is whether what Edouard Philippe has been saying today will actually resonate with people in terms of the movements he's said. It's the most comprehensive reform to the French pension system we've really ever seen.